I go by the name of DJ MelBoogie from VIBE105, #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and the culture. It is officially Market Mondays. Hey. All right. So one of the things that you guys are going to be talking about tonight is currency. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it on the news, but I've seen news posts about China and India moving away from U.S. currency and perhaps developing their own form of currency. How is that going to affect us in North America? Because what happens to y'all happens to us.
Can we all take a poll that American leadership over the last 100 years has not been the kindest? So when you do that, what you force others to do is partner together to team up against you. And I pray that we find better leadership that will lead us out of this situation. Because if not, if our dollar tanks, their values are going to drop as well. So we're definitely in this together. But it goes to show like peace is a lot better strategy financially than choosing to go to war. But everyone is afraid, and they should be, because Brazil, Russia, India, China, now Mexico's getting involved, Kenya's getting involved, South Africa's getting, there's too many competitors for us to take on at one time. And I said it last night, and I'll say it here again, if we don't fix this in the next 4 or 5 years, the American dollar will go to zero.
Yeah, it's a very big issue. We're witnessing
the problem
the fall of an empire,
Yes.
right? The American influence, the American dollar has been the standard across the world. The dollar has been the supreme, right, across the lands. And so, you know, what happened with, and we're going to get into it today, but when you see the sanctions that they put on Russia, it really backfired.
Yes.
Right? And so this is the effects of bad leadership, as he said, because they put in policies and I don't think they really thought out the measurement of what was going to happen. And so now we're, like, I think a lot of policymakers and a lot of people that's in those positions, they kind of make a lot of tactical, you know, decisions, but not really strategic with long-term vision. Right? And we kind of assume that they know what they're doing in that moment. Right? Versus, okay, now we see the ripple effect. You set them up to now do this. Right? And so, you know, I really want to get into the whole currency war situation, because when you get rid of the dollar, the world changes. Right? Everybody has to focus on this. I know, like, we got sports and entertainment, and every celebrity and entertainer in person wants to have an opinion on that. But you have to have an opinion on your future as well. Right? And so without studying these things, the people at the bottom get it the worst. Right? The people at the top, they have a little cushion to fall on. Right? So they're thinking about protecting their purchasing power. When you don't have purchasing power, you're not thinking about protecting anything. Right? And so we're going to, you know, if you look at the rise of the dollar, you know, and getting off the gold standard, and how gold is going to play into the new world, there's an opportunity for everybody when there's a shift in the world. But you have to be in position and ready to take that opportunity. Otherwise, we're going to need more escapism, because we're going to be sad.
And if you look at what's happening in France, they're revolting over a retirement age being changed by 2 years. Imagine what will happen in the States and here if the dollar goes to zero. Oh, man. And also, this goes back to the treatment of citizens. Those who were not well-to-do, those who were black and brown, got treated bad for 100+ years. Now every black and brown country is coming back to get revenge at one time.
Yeah. You got to remember, those at the bottom have the most benefit of seeing the top fall.
Absolutely.
Right? And so those are the people that when you see things fall, you're not really tripping, because you like, I think I'm a benefit. Right? Because I don't currently benefit in this system in the way that it's built. And so America has built up that reputation around the world, that we don't like y'all as stewards of leadership around the planet because you become bullies, right? Instead, we want to see what happens next. What about if we change things up a bit? So I feel like it's not so much a great conspiracy of all of these different countries, besides the fact that, you know, their values are aligning on, you know, this opportunity that's coming about. Saying, now, listen, I don't like the way things run. Like, well, we don't really mess with y'all, but we definitely don't mess with them. So this could be better for our future. So I believe that these are the sort of talks that they're having right now, that they're finding strategic alliance for a common enemy.
We've seen this in the stock market as well. Like when Microsoft changed leadership from Bill Gates to Steve Ballmer, a weaker president, he will be akin to Joe Biden. That's when Steve Jobs aligned with the music industry and attacked Microsoft head on. You never attack when your opponent is the strongest. You attack when it's weakest. We're pretty damn weak right now.
All right.
So do I need to move to Scarborough or let me know? Brampton? Where do I need to move to if I come here?
Global citizenship.
Yeah.
Global citizenship.
We got you.